Today on Running Shoe Court, we have a serious case. The Saucony Triumph 21 is on trial to determine its worthiness. Will we be allowed to continue to go on those streets and be part of my running shoe rotation, or are we blowing this thing up? We have an action-packed show today, folks, so stay tuned to determine if this shoe is worthy. I'm gonna have to ask you to please quiet down, folks, in my courtroom. We are trying to determine if this shoe is worthy. Thank you. Now, in this courtroom, we like to look at running shoes based on 3 different categories. The first one being comfortable. Is this shoe comfortable? Because if not, we're throwing this case right out of the court and it's going in jail. Is it a performant running shoe? Do we get the performance that we feel we deserve as runners? Finally, the most important one, some may say, is pricing. How much is this shoe charging you to allow you to use it? Now, let's get into the first one. Let's determine how comfortable the Saucony Triumph 21 is. Now, Mr. Saucony Triumph 21, you may be sitting down there looking at me thinking that, oh, this guy does not know me. He's never run in me. That is unfortunately not true. Over the last week, I've done a number of runs in you, and don't worry why you might not remember them. I had to do some stuff that I'm not very proud of, but don't worry, you're safe and no harm was done. It was for a legal case. Now, Mr. Saucony Triumph 21, I bet you're shaking in your boots a little bit because we're gonna be talking about the comfort of you. Now, just looking at you, you look like a comfortable shoe. I'm gonna give you that. With that thick Stack Height Power On Plus foam, I don't even know how many millimeters there are of you there, but it is on screen right here for the viewers at home. And you also have that Power On Plus sock liner. I know, it's very tantalizing. And honestly, it does a great job of comfort for that as well, but there's one downside. I know you're a fraud for this. It's the pull tab. Your pull tab is essentially a sharp piece of string. When I tried to use it, felt like I was gonna cut my finger off. So what are you doing? What are you doing with that pull tab? With that aside, your upper is an absolute dream. It fits like how I want a beautiful, nice blanket to fit on a cold winter's night. It feels so good on my foot. I've had no complaints with your upper this far. In addition to that, on these hot, humid summer days that we're getting, like literally the world is melting in some places, the breathability of the upper is very fantastic as well. The midsole is super comfortable. The overall package is extremely comfortable. The sizing of you was absolutely perfect as well for me. I'm getting no hot spots this far. I am a size 10.5 US men's, and that's what I went for. So Saucony Triumph 21, you've passed this first test, but don't get too comfortable. You have 2 more tests to pass. Performance. It's what we runners want, and it's what we runners deserve. When we go out there and spend our cold, hard-earned Canadian Monopoly money on a pair of running shoes, we deserve it to be the one that we want and perform as well as we think it should. And so Triumph 21, you claim to be a premium daily trainer. Look at your price tag. What I think about when I hear performance for a daily trainer, I think of a running shoe that's gonna help me along on those daily runs. Help me get out there every day, and the foam is gonna rebound so it's ready to go out there and push those miles on that next day. Mr. Triumph 21, you claim to be a performance daily trainer. So, do you offer me those things? Do you offer a foam that's gonna rebound quickly, help me along on those runs when I'm out there grueling, trying to get that next step in? Are you gonna be there for me? Well, over the last week of me putting in miles in you, yeah, I've probably done 20, 30 miles in you alone, so I have some experience with you so far. That foam underfoot has been absolutely performant, I will say. You're rebounding quickly on my run the next day. It doesn't feel like there's any degradation. Of course, I wouldn't expect that after only 30 miles, especially because your siblings, yeah, I know your family. I've run in all of your other siblings, the Triumph 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I've experience with your family. And I know from them that the foam has been fantastic as well. I had no doubt about you because your lineage has been so strong in that category. Your performance is fantastic. Now, you're not something that I'm gonna go out there and do fast miles in, but for a daily trainer, I can pick it up surprisingly because you are a lightweight package. The weight is right here on your screens for you viewers at home. And for the folks here in the courtroom today, you are welcome to come pick him up to feel how lightweight he is for yourself. So evaluating the Triumph 21 as a daily trainer in terms of performance, it's been top notch. Really enjoying it so far. So you've passed 2 out of 3 Triumph 21. You are that much closer to not being blown up, but I might say the most important category is yet to come, and that is pricing. I'm gonna need a drink of tea to calm myself down. The Triumph family has always been this way. They've always been on the richer side of life. They've always thought that they're larger than life, living it up, charging us a lot of money for their privilege of having them on our feet. Now, I will caveat that with there are a lot of running shoes that are around the price point that are actually quite a bit worse. The price tag here, folks, please don't be alarmed when I tell you this. The price tag is 210 Canadian dollars. It's in the US dollars right here on your screen, but over $200 Canadian for this. Now that's a lot of Canadian monopoly money, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of cases to justify it. It's unfortunately the way of the road right now. Running shoe market is just insane. Every single running shoe is between 180 to 250 or more Canadian dollars if you're looking for a shoe that's gonna last you. And that's one thing that the Triumph line has always done for me. The Triumph line is a running shoe that you can take for 800 to 900 kilometers easily. But is the Triumph 21 going to stand the test of time? I'm not sure about that. And honestly, there's not that much difference between you and your brother, I have to be honest. You and your brother, number 20, are very similar. There are differences to the upper, but do those upper differences warrant spending that additional money? Because I'm sure you can find the Triumph 20 on sale, and I don't believe that it is. Now, I do enjoy the Triumph 21 quite a bit, but the Triumph 20, pretty good as well. So I think you can go out there, save a bit of monopoly money because times are hard, get the Triumph 20. When this goes on sale, get the Triumph 21, unless they get some massive changes with the Triumph 22. I'm not sure, but folks, I'm gonna keep this in my running shoe rotation. It is gonna become my main daily trainer. I'm gonna be using the ASICS Gel Nimbus 25 as my easy day. The Triumph 21 could potentially be an easy day for some people. For me, I like a foam that's a bit squishier. The Power Run Plus foam is not that squishy foam that I love for my easy days. And with that, court's adjourned. Thank you folks for making it to the end of the video. I do really love this shoe. I'm happy I picked it up. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried this shoe as well. I really appreciate all of your support. If you want to join the Discord community, link to that in the description down below. The community of great like-minded people, and I will see you on the next one.